Hi friends, today I've been guided to talk about twin flame journey. Some of us don't know what twin flames are. According to me, twin flames are the same soul that was split into two bodies. That's why twin flames usually have a unique connection. You can call them twin flames or twin souls, and people usually think like it's a very magical experience, and while magic is indeed a part of the experience, there is a lot of hardships that twin flames usually have to go through in their life to understand the journey of being human. And only when they are ready to meet their counterpart does the universe usually unite them. Even when twin flames come in contact with each other, sometimes the energy intensity is so high, or the people are probably in such states in life that they need to do a lot of energy clearing from their childhood wounds and their adulthood wounds, and they have to usually they can undergo a period of separation where they have to undergo self-healing to be able to again meet each other and be in each other's lives. Some twin flames, when they aren't able to do a lot of their clearings and to heal their past wounds, end up when they end up meeting again, they can again end up triggering each other and separating from each other. So it can be a beautiful dance, or it can be a duel like thing where they are fighting with each other or having insane really difficult interactions with each other. And the triggering usually happens because both of them have lots of wounds in their hearts, and usually the universe will cause a sequence of events to happen that can cause the twin flames to feel like their partner is making them go through the same pain and same hurt that they have experienced in the past with other relationships. And because it's such a divine connection, the universe always tries to remind the twin flame counterparts of the moments when they had it good, so that during the separation time they can heal each other, and not just each other, they are able to heal themselves. They are actually each other's support system. So if one person heals, the other ends up healing as well. And if one person starts on the healing journey, the other person automatically goes into a balancing act and starts healing themselves. To me, a twin flame relationship can be considered like a seesaw. And like how in a seesaw, if there are two people sitting on a seesaw, they both have to have the same equal amount of weight in order to balance the seesaw, and then they will be pushing up and down with their feet to go up and down, and their body motion to make the seesaw go up and down, up and down, up and down. Now twin flame act is such that there are moments when we can balance each other out in such a way that our energies are balanced and we are essentially energy wise the same weight. And when we are in that same weight range energy wise, and we have completely balanced out, then the seesaw will be like a straight horizontal line. And and if you have mastered your emotions, if you know how to be equanimous with all your emotions, thoughts and choices in life, then you end up being on an even keel. And the highs and lows that twin flames usually go through in life, those highs and lows will become balanced out. But on the other hand, if one person is really going into a depression phase, it is possible for the other twin flame to be going through a very rough anxiety phase. And I think it can flip as well, where other twin flame is going through anxiety. The one who was going through depression can go through anxiety, and the one who was going through anxiety could go through depression. That's why it's very important that we balance our emotions out. One of the twin flame couples that I have known, or like, you know, the universe sends me messages via different famous twin flames, and this is not to just you know, this is not, what I'm going to say is not about gossiping on them or anything, but one of the twin flame couples that comes to mind about this balancing act is Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone. And if you see them, Ranveer is a very active personality and very hyperactive and has a lot of energy, whereas if you look at Deepika, she's very like subtle and doesn't express her emotions and holds on to a lot of pain in her. And to me, the reason why this is happening is because they haven't yet balanced out their energies. Over time, when they heal each other and heal themselves, I feel Deepika will become much more happier, much more even keel personality. Same way, Ranveer will also become a much more even keel personality. They already have an influence on each other. I'm sure if Ranveer's friends know him from the past, they will see a difference in him where Ranveer has changed, and same with Deepika. I'm sure she has also changed over time. To me, they are a true twin flame couple, and that's why they will be able to balance each other out if they are a true twin flame couple. On the other hand, if they are, I feel like 90% sure that they are a true twin flame couple, because in my experience, I can tell certain twin flames for sure whether they are twin flames or not, and certain times I have my doubts because I'm pretty new at this. But in the way they behave with each other, I somehow feel they might be twin flames because of the way their personalities are and how they can balance each other out because of that. Another famous twin flame couple that I really admire is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And theirs was a complete twin flame journey. I never used to follow them before, and when they were going to get married, I saw them in the news and they were making the headlines, and I didn't pretty much follow them at all because I was not into all British royalty or anything like that. Even when Prince William and Catherine had got married, I mostly ignored the news because I'm not into that type of gossip. But somehow Prince Harry's wedding came into my, like it started showing up in my feeds, and when I went and saw their wedding video, I really realized that they are definitely a meant to be couple. And the Bishop Curry's, I think I'm telling his name right, his speech during their wedding, many people didn't like it, but I simply loved it. He actually just told exactly what twin flame couples are meant to do in the world with his speech. And his speech was not just about Harry and Meghan. It is about anyone who wants to believe in true love, who knows what true love is about, or who wants to learn what true love is about. If you see twin flame couples, you will usually understand what true love is about, because they've come here at this time period in our lives to show people what true love can be about. With Prince Harry and Meghan, it is about crossing the country barriers, crossing the class barriers, crossing the barriers about race as well, and about age, about a person being a divorcee, and another person being royalty, and all those different, you know, societal paradigms that rules the British monarchy. Prince Harry came to break those rules, and he knew in his heart that she was the one for him. So he was, and even for her, it must have been quite intimidating to be being an American. I have been in America for a while, so I understand how Americans are in terms of all these patriarchal, monarchical stuff. So being an American, she likely didn't even believe in such, she was probably someone who didn't even care that Harry is a prince, and she purely married him for love. That is what my impression is about everything that I have seen of them, and I really admire that couple and I love them. They are so cute, so beautiful. They give me the vibes of she gives me the vibes of Mary Magdalene, and he gives me the vibe of Jesus. They also give me the vibes of Ramakrishna and Ma Sharada. I am a Bengali, so if you're a Bengali and you know of these two disciples of Kalima, they give me that type of a vibe. So I just know they are meant for each other, and they are here to change the world, and they're doing it already in their own small way, or big way, whatever, however you choose to look at it. Another twin flame couple that I really admire is Priyanka Jones and Nick Jonas. Again, they showed the difference. It doesn't matter if you are from a different country, it doesn't matter what your age is, it doesn't matter how famous you are to the world. Priyanka has got her own fame in her own country, and Nick has his own fame and fan base around the world, and even Priyanka is gaining that popularity around the world. But their main issue was likely with skin color and age, and the age really doesn't matter between them because they're so perfect for each other, and they are the right fit. Twin flames are usually the right fit for each other, so they are like two pieces of a puzzle which fit exactly for each other. And even if the world doesn't sometimes understand what is it that is making them click, they know in their hearts what is it that makes them click. And the world usually, the ones who are awakening, the ones who are understanding what love is about, they will be able to see that love in these couples. But the ones who are not waking up, or the ones who are still, you know, a little bit stuck in the paradigm of what is what has been going on for generations and generations, they may have a hard time seeing these couples, and they may judge these couples, and they may wonder, like, what is it that this person has that like, for example, with Priyanka, many women might think, like, what is it that Nick Jonas saw in her that he didn't go for a younger American woman? Or same with Priyanka, why didn't she go for her age person, American, non-American, Indian, whatever. Like, people can wonder that, but when I look at them, I can just tell they're meant for each other. Of course, they have their own journey. They had to have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations before they met each other. I mean, I don't want to dig into their personal lives, but I am pretty sure that they both had a pretty hard upbringing, hard life. Yeah, they may be rich, they may be royalty, they may be famous actors or actresses, but it doesn't matter what degree of fame they have, what money they have, what pedigree they have. Pain is there with everyone in this world. Everyone who is born on this earth has come to learn about suffering, has come to understand how to go through suffering with grace. And so everyone has that journey of pain and breaking through suffering and figuring out how to navigate the world of suffering. And twin flames sometimes have it a little bit harder than most, in the sense that they choose such paths that will help them in the awakening. And not just twin flames, anyone who has been born right now to help change the dynamics in the world, who has been born to show the world certain key truths that we have forgotten over the centuries of existence. Like Jesus came, Buddha came, different Indian gods or even Greek gods, I think they existed in the past, and they were real people and real people with some real powers who existed in the past, and they had these powers because they understood how to navigate the illusion of this world, or the Maya of living on earth. And they also had that connection to God and the universe, which helped them in navigating this world. and it's not that they were born and they got the power. Jesus definitely had to go through certain pain, certain learning before he did what he did on this earth. And yes, I am not a religious person, so please pardon me if you think whatever I am saying is not relevant. But you know, I know the story of Buddha, at least, or whatever I know about Jesus. I feel that is my personal understanding of whatever bits of their history I have learned from either history books or from, you know, various stories about them that keep getting made in movies and other sources that I have read occasionally about them. So it's not a easy journey for anyone who is going through the twin flame journey. This video I didn't address what were the difficult parts. I addressed what are the easy things, or what are the signs that you can, what are the type of people you can look at for inspiration to know how to understand what are twin flames. Hopefully you like this video, and this is my first post about this, so it's a little bit random, but I hope people got some good insights about twin flames from this video. I am going to post a few more videos hopefully today to talk a bit more about certain other things, but this video was about what twin flame journey can be about and what twin flames couples can look like. Hope you like it. Thank you.